Hello, we're here today with Twitter legend James Blunt, who also happens to make music apparently.
Occasionally.
And we're here because of the new release of the album. So.
Yeah, it's a 20th anniversary edition of my debut album, Back to Bedlam, which was released last Friday, 20 years ago, and re-released last Friday to see where it gets to again. Milk an old album for all it's worth.
Amazing. And so we thought we would do some blunt questions with James Blunt.
How did you come up with that title?
I don't know, really original.
That's awesome. I'm going to remember that.
Took hours.
And talking of coming up with new names for stuff, obviously big news. There was a poll. Blunty McBluntface won.
Yeah.
We were wondering.
So that's if the album goes to number one,
yes,
then I would change my name to whatever the public voted for, and they in all their originality voted for Blunty McBluntface. The British public never letting us down.
If it was up to you and you were to change your name, what would you change it to?
I would change my name to Money.
Money.
Because Money Blunt. That's got a ring to it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, if I would have children with a wife who didn't really give a stuff, just allow me to call the child Money Blunt.
So if there was any album, obviously aside from your own, that you could listen to for the rest of your life, or if aliens came to Earth and they were like, show me the album to listen to, what would you...
Well, that's a different question, really, because the album that you want to listen to for the rest of your life is not necessarily one you want to play to aliens, because I want to get rid of the aliens or just impress the aliens. But for the rest of my life, if I were to listen to an album, it would be Chill Out by KLF. The KLF are just an awesome sort of, I suppose it's almost like a trance, and I couldn't really describe it, ambient album, and it could just be the soundtrack to your life. But if you're talking to aliens, why not, Back in Black, AC/DC. Give it to them straight up.
You're known for your quick responses on Twitter, and we were wondering if there's any that kind of stood out to you and stuck with you.
Yeah, I'm always asked a few. I mean, I guess one of the earliest ones I did, someone said, why has James Blunt only got 200,000 followers? And I replied, Jesus only needed 12.
How did it feel to be on Top Gear?
It was such fun. I've been on a couple of times. The Stig's taken me around the track a couple of times, and for me that was the best bit. I mean, obviously it was a great pleasure to meet the guys, the presenters, but to go around a track, being given lessons on how to drive at speed around track, then being put in a really slow car, and all of that was absolutely amazing. And yeah, such a treat.
I mean, we have to ask this: was she beautiful?
Hot, smoking hot.
And yeah, so earlier, still on the lookout, High Street, Kensington.
Yeah, I just hang around. You can, if you're looking for me, generally you can find me on the London Underground still.
If your life was made into a sitcom, who would you choose to play you?
Alan Partridge.
I see it. I absolutely see it.
Yeah. My mum would hope, someone like Tom Cruise, but mothers always hope for something that's not possible. But yeah, Alan Partridge.
Okay. So obviously, James Blunt, we thought we'd ask, what would your nightmare blunt rotation be?
What does that mean?
Well, that's up to your interpretation, I
My
guess.
nightmare blunt rotation? I actually don't know what that means.
Well, there's two meanings.
You mean like a nightmare that I just on repeat? Okay, sorry, just with the word blunt in it, I was then thinking...
Oh, yeah, like, who would you...
That I'm in my own... Yeah, I do occasionally have a kind of recurring nightmare, stuck in a labyrinth, and it's slowly getting filled up with baked beans.
Oh.
And I'm trying to find my way out before I'm wading through baked beans. It's a weird one, because I actually like baked beans.
Yeah.
But obviously not that
It doesn't seem like a surface that you could easily get out of either, so...
Exactly. Yeah, scary stuff.
Bit of a pickle.
And what is the best nightclub in Ibiza?
Well, there's a very, very niche, unique, tricky to get into nightclub called Blunty's Nightclub, with a big neon sign saying Blunty's Nightclub where everybody's beautiful. And that is without doubt the best nightclub, not just in Ibiza, but in the world.
Absolutely.
Then I guess we need to find out, this is the big question here. Would you rather fight one James Blunt-sized duck or 100 duck-sized James Blunts?
Well, I don't really fancy my chances against a duck of any size. And I would rather enjoy taking on mini-me's and disposing of them. So that's what I would choose.
We really felt like we really had to ask, who's your favourite Spice Girl?
I would say, as a smaller man in the world, I find Scary my favourite. I find I'm attracted to a powerful person. And yeah, I like to clip around the ear occasionally. I feel she could put me in my place.
Right. But thank you for sitting down with us. It's a real pleasure. You're doing some signings downstairs. Signings / maybe a few insults thrown in.
Yeah, no, well, it's great to be here. I mean, it's music and the release of music and for how people get it is changing so quickly. So I'm really thrilled to be here, thrilled to be signing some vinyl, celebrating 20 years of an album, and a store like this, H&B, has been looking after me for all of those 2 decades. So thanks so much for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming down, and we're thrilled too. Thank you.
Cheers.